Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? Well, I kind of am right now. I feel like I'm coming down with a cold today. Like, it took me like 2 hours to actually get up, get in the shower, and get ready, to head on out today. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like, ugh. Kind of feeling today, so hopefully I can get through my day okay. Some of the titles that are released today are the new Dumbo live action film. I believe there's going to be different retail exclusives for that, and also the classic Cinderella is one of the other ones that's being released today, and I believe they're also releasing it on 4K, the live action Cinderella today, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the other ones that's coming out today, which you're probably not gonna see in stores, but that is Night of the Creeps right here. I have yet to check this one out yet on Blu-ray, but I will, and I'll talk about it in a future video. But let's head on out today and see what kind of fun stuff we come across. All right, everyone, at my first stop of the day, Amoeba Records in Hollywood, baby. Let's head on in and see what they have going on. Well guys, whenever I do come into Amoeba, the first area I like to check is like the section here where they have like the new arrivals of stuff that people have just recently traded in or sold to them or what have you. Not necessarily like the newest stuff of the week or anything, but I always like to go through here to see what kind of cool like additions or they have on sale or anything random that could be kind of cool. You got to be careful on the prices though. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can get it cheaper on Amazon for this one. This is 18 bucks. Well, just made it up to the movie section upstairs of Amoeba, and they do have some cool box sets in this week. They have the Hellraiser, Labyrinth box set configuration, or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's like with $35. I have this other one. Some guy's trying to sneak up on me right now. I don't know what's going on, but they also have this Black Mamba thing from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre over here. There's a whole bunch of just different random ones. How much is that going for? Like 60 bucks though. But I always like wandering around the Amoeba. You never know if you're gonna find anything cool around each corner because they have like different sections of like anime section. Like Gabriel, I remember used to have like I believe almost all of these, and then eventually he got rid of them or traded them in for God knows what reason. Cause I know he loves his Dragon Ball Z stuff. And this would be like his section over here, you know what I mean? Like the speed racer and like all this anime stuff, because he goes nuts for this. He goes nuts for this kind of stuff. And what is this? I see Bruce Willis. What's that? In Country? I don't know if I've ever seen this one before. And of course I always like to check out their extensive, horror collection of stuff that they have here. They always have, like just different Blu-ray box sets, DVD box sets and things. And for you guys who don't know, the Vincent Price collection series that Scream Factory's been putting out, Volume 1's been out of print for the longest time. And if anybody out there ever comes across it, just let you know, it's one of the rarest things out there that Shout Factory's put out that I know of, and I still need it for my collection. All I have is volumes 2 and 3. So if anybody finds collection 1 for a decent price and wants to hook a brother up, let me know. You know what I mean? Like we can work out something, if you know what I mean. But yeah, just trying to see if what I come across in here. But before I get out of Amoeba, I just wanted to give you the big overview shot, like I always do, of this massive place. Well guys, the next stop of the day, Atomic Records, baby. Let's head on in and see if they have anything new since the last time I've been in here. And they do have like an abundance of Blu-rays, more than they had in the past and things. So I'm gonna look through here, see if I can find anything cool, because the price points on a lot of these titles are really not that bad, to be honest. And they even have the old seasons of What's Happening, dude. This is one of my favorite TV shows of all time, which I never watched when it was on television. But when the DVDs came out, I became friends with Fred Rewan Barry before he passed away, he was a really super cool guy. But if I find anything in here special, I'll definitely point it out to you or show you guys at the end if I pick anything up. But this looks like a lot of the generic kind of stuff that you see at the thrift stores, at least as of right now. But I'll find something hopefully. But since I'm over here, well guys, since I'm over here, I have to check out their big wall of Doom right here. Sometimes you can find some really weird kind of stuff in here, like FUBAR and what's it called, Flirting with Disaster, which you don't really see that often. I think it was something that came out and maybe went out of print, like the DVD version of it, because it's like, is it? Yeah, it's like Miramax and Lionsgate, like put together, you know, kind of thing. I don't know if this one's still in print or not, but old school, you know, Ben Stiller flick right here with Patricia Arquette. I always remember liking that one right there. But you know, you just never know what you can find in here. There's like certain things like this that could be really cool, like little like art house kind of movies, you know, a girl on a bicycle and stuff. You know, I mean, I get into this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? The little like you know, smaller films that you don't really hear much about over here, but then you get like the ones you don't hear much about, but I don't know if you really want to hear much about, you know what I mean? Like, off to the last stop of the day, the local Best Buy. And of course they have a little stand up here of you know, the Disney stuff that came out today, of course, Dumbo, you know, on Blu-ray and stuff like that. And they have a 4K you know, limited edition Steelbook, which I think looks really cool, like old-fashioned-y and cool, like a little bit, you know, cooler than this. It's pretty much the same thing, but you know, this Steelbook actually looks kind of classy. In my opinion, it's like embossed and stuff right here on Dumbo's name. That's kind of cool. And of course, like I said, the new you know, live action Cinderella just getting like a limited edition Steelbook and a 4K release today. It's pretty much like a Disney day. The same thing with the old school Cinderella came out today, and they're getting a Steelbook right here also, which that's kind of sweet. You know, little Disney Steelbooks, you can't really go wrong with those. But that's pretty much, you know, the main things that came out today. But let's go check the section. Now I'm in the actual section itself, seeing if they have anything else that, you know, came out today. And please forgive me, like I said, I'm under the weather a little bit. I may not get everything correct, but this one right here came out today, The Poison Rose. Really kind of a mediocre film. Great actors in it, but one of those real forgettable ones. I talked about it in like a Hoarding Up video or two ago. Fury. Right here from Well Go USA, she will never stop. You know, it says as a tagline. I don't know, is it one of those movies where like a little girl's kidnapped? Yeah, a little girl's kidnapped and a mom's trying to find her. This is a movie I'm down to check out. I think I might be getting a review copy in of this one sooner or later, I think. But other than that, there's this thing right here, which I know has to be new because I've never seen it before, and I don't even want to try to pronounce that name. But you know, an anime box set right here. But that's all I'm really seeing new release-wise that came out, at least over here at Best Buy. Well, guys, at a Best Buy, didn't find anything, you know, up in there. But the only thing I did pick up today for this video was the Sandlot. That was called the 25th Anniversary Edition soundtrack. When I saw this, I just had to get it. I've seen it at a couple stores in the past, and I just had to jump up on this. Love this movie, love the soundtrack. So that's pretty much all I hoarded up on today, guys. So let's head on home now for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Okay guys, now on to the review portion of this video here. I got a handful of things to talk to you guys about today. Sorry, I'm just feeling kind of, you know, a little bit under the weather today. Maybe it had to do with, you know, my work yesterday when I was like throwing trash away, like a big splash bag came back in my face. I was just like, Jesus Christ, really? But yeah, I'm just trying to get over this because I have something special I got to do later tonight. Well, I don't really have to, but I kind of want to. But I have a movie premiere I'm going to be going to in Hollywood, if I can even get myself up to do it. But yeah, I'm just going to get on to the reviews right here. The first thing I got was from Paramount Home Entertainment, and it's the new reimagining or remake of Pet Sematary, the 2019 Pet Sematary here, starring Jason Clarke and, you know, John Lithgow. It's pretty much, of course, it's based off the Stephen King book that was, of course, made to a feature film back in 1989, which I thought that film was amazing, and I always liked part 2 also, to be honest, with Edward Furlong in it. And so I was going into this one kind of optimistic, you know what I mean, kind of like how I did, you know, with the new Child's Play movie and like all these other different horror movie remakes that are, you know, that happen. And I kind of liked the tone of this movie, but it's definitely not a perfect piece. To me, the 1989 one is the classic, in my opinion. It's pretty much, you know, about this family that moves to this house that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, they deal with grief and death, and, you know, something happens to one of the kids in the family, and then they find out about this, you know, ancient burial ground that's, you know, beyond, you know, their property. And if you bury something or someone there, it'll come back, but it's not going to be quite the same. And I don't know. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. But they do have an alternate ending on here, which I thought was a little bit cool, because the ending they had on here was kind of creepy as hell. You know what I mean? Like if you, I don't want to spoil it, but like, you know, if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like kind of creepy, like little baby kind of going, what? You know, but the ending in here it was a little bit different, and I'm kind of happy they went with the one they did for the theatrical version. But you also get over an hour of making of featurette on here of talking to the cast and crew and how they they took elements from Stephen King's book and made it their own kind of thing. It's a decent watch, and it looks fantastic here on a 4K. Gotta say that. And next up over here is from Paramount also. Very, very happy about this. This is one of those shows that I just sort of sit down, veg out, and just watch and just kind of just like lay there, just like chill out and stuff. You know what I mean? Like one of those ones, like on a day like today when I'm feeling the way I am, I would just like marathon the hell out of. And that is Broad City, the complete series here on DVD. It has, features 5 seasons and, a bonus disc or 2 in here. But it's pretty much about Abby and Alana, these 2 girls that, live in New York, and the little crazy adventures that they go on in each episode. Sometimes they get high. Sometimes they, they lose their jobs and they have to figure out a way to make money. Like, like this little goofy things in each episode. Like there's no real, like, a story that kind of carries throughout the series or anything like that. It's just kind of randomness each episode, and that's what I love about this. And yeah, if you're a fan of Broad City, or if you didn't know what the show was, definitely give it a watch. It's definitely up my alley. It's kind of like Workaholics, but with girls, and I don't know, I dig it. I love this show. Very happy that Paramount put out the complete series like that. And next up over here from Lionsgate Home Entertainment is a movie that I definitely didn't have high hopes for, but I just said, all right, I'll check it out because I loved the first one. The second one was kind of mediocre, and this one's kind of a little bit more of the same. And that is Escape Plan Exterminators. Hopefully I said that right, Exterminators. This is the third Escape Plan movie in the franchise, still starring Sylvester Stallone, not just like in a 5-minute thing. He's like throughout the movie, along with Dave Bautista and Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent or whatever. And it's just like another person gets kidnapped, and they're trying to find this person. I mean, these people that kidnapped this person may have made that prison that was in the first movie, kind of sort of thing. And it was just kind of mediocre. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones you're watching it and you're forgetting about it at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay, nothing really stands out here, to be honest. But you do get a commentary by the director and an escape plan, making of on here. But I don't know. I think Stallone could do a lot better. Do a lot better than this. But next up over here, these are both from moviezing.com. This is a website where you go and you buy something from them, they burn it on demand, and mail it out to you. And sometimes this is the only way you can get these TV shows or movies or whatever. And don't ask me why I got this one, but like I said, I like vegging out watching some stupid stuff sometimes. And I got America's Next Top Model, Cycle 8. This is, of course, Season 8 of America's Next Top Model, with Tyra Banks and stuff, about like 13 aspiring models that, are all going for the coveted $100,000, a cover girl contract and, competing in different competitions and things. It's stupid. I know it's stupid, but like, why do I watch this? I don't know. I just sort of do. Am I weird? But yeah, it comes with 3 discs in here. All the episodes of Season 8 or Cycle 8. It's okay. It's stupid, but I kind of like it for what it is. Moviezing.com, you can get that one. And this next one right here is a TV show I've never heard of before until I got this on DVD right here. And it's called Better Things, the complete first season. And this was actually it's actually an amazing show. I think it went on for I think there's a couple more seasons of this that I can probably get up on. It has like 10, 11 episodes of season 1. It's pretty much about this lady, Sam Fox, who's a mother. She's a working actor in Hollywood, kind of working in mediocre things and sometimes big things. And she has, 3 daughters at home that are always, on her, giving her shit. And she divorced her, or separated from her husband, and it's just like weird family scenario problem kind of show, but it's actually really a fun dark comedy that I suggest to a lot of you guys out there. I'm loving it so far. I'm actually really loving it so far. And yeah, if you guys have never heard about it before, Better Things, I like it. I dig it. But guys, that's all I have to show and talk to you guys about today for this hoarding up video. If you guys enjoy my content at all, please give the videos a thumbs up. You know, drop comments and things like that. Let me know how you guys are doing. And I'll see you guys all for my next adventure. Bye-bye.